Hi guys, it's MissLollypop and welcome back to another video from me, or welcome to my channel if you are new. So in today's video, as you can see, we are in the middle of doing a speed build, and this speed build is in particular very special because it is the first build of my save file that I have been announcing to you guys for like forever. So I finally got round to making my first build for it. You guys would have seen if you're on my Discord that I went ahead and made the calendar for it the other day and I posted it on Discord. So we've got like a fully fledged calendar which is looking really good. So if you want to go ahead and have a look at that, you can go into my Discord or you can go into my Tumblr, and again, links all in the description as well. But yeah, this is a really fun build to do. Honestly, I was struggling with finding what build I was going to start the save file off with, but I'm definitely glad I started off on something like this, like a nice little starter home. So as you can see by the title, this is a starter home. It is 20,000 simoleons. I've pretty much used up every single penny. So when you move your Sims in here, do not expect them to have a single penny, okay? Not a single one. Yeah, you will have to go ahead and like make some money, but I'm happy with how it came out. I was following like a small, not a tutorial or anything, but I was following like a picture that I found on Tumblr, at least for like the shape of the outside. Like you see where it goes over the top and then it comes onto the floor. Is that a bad description? Like where the columns come over. So I saw that on Tumblr and I was like, oh, that's a really good idea. And to be honest, this house I don't necessarily think looks like a starter home. Like there's a lot of starter houses or homes that look really shabby, honestly, and I'm kind of proud of the fact that I made this not look like a starter house. Like I definitely think it looks more like a mid-term home, like like when you've got a little bit of money and you can move out. But in fairness, there's not that much decoration on the outside. There would definitely be a lot more that I would choose to do in this house if I had the money, but I obviously didn't have that money, and I was definitely trying to keep it below 20,000 because with my save file, as you saw, I went ahead and showed you the map at the start of this video. I'm building on the 30 by 20 lot, and I'm obviously it's like right in the middle of Port Promise. So it's one of the most commonly used lots for like moving into in Evergreen Harbour. So I thought it'd be the best one to like leave open for you guys and not move any Sims in there, and just leave it as a starter house for you guys to move into. So yeah, I'm definitely a fan of it, and I think it was a pretty good first build. I was kind of nervous because I was like, this is like the first build of the save file. I need to make like good impressions here, which yeah, I suppose for a starter house, like it's kind of difficult to make good impressions, but I'm proud of it for a starter house at least. So yeah, it's a pretty good one. So in terms of the lot traits, it is an off the grid lot, which means that a lot of the stuff that I chose to use inside the house, I was using a lot of off the grid items. So if you're noticing that it kind of looks like a little bit outdoorsy inside, that is the reason why. And in terms of like the things that I used inside the house, I tried to keep a lot of the items that I use with inside the house, either with the expansion pack that comes with the world, or suits the theme, and also a lot of my custom content, because I wanted to make it so that it was accessible to everybody. Because obviously, if you're going to download my save file and you don't have all the expansion packs, this will mean that most of the stuff in all the houses will be fully decorated for you, and you're not going to have a bunch of Sims missing things. Especially for Creator Sim, I use a lot of CC, so you shouldn't be missing any of that. But at least for build stuff, I definitely use a lot of in-game items. So yeah, I was trying to stick to either the ones that come in this expansion pack, which suit the house in general anyways, but then also a lot of my CC, because then that way I can ensure all you guys have all the CC. Which, speaking of the CC, everything is going to be linked in the description. I'll go ahead and link the CC to you guys, and also I'll link you the download link as well. The download link will be on my Tumblr page. You can head over to my gallery, and my gallery name is MissLollypop10. You can go ahead and search me up on there, but obviously if you want the CC, then you're going to need to go down and get the links for those. And yeah, obviously I put up solar panels and also that water collection thing up the top. To be honest, it's probably really a bad idea of me to put that red water collection thing at the top, because if they need to go repair it, they can't get up there. So you might have to bring it down if you want to do anything to it and then put it back up there again. Because to be honest, unless you're going to like repair it or improve it or upgrade it, you never really need to see it anyway. So I put it on top of the building so that it was a bit of an eyesore, so it kind of was like somewhere else, so we didn't have to look at it at all. So yes, and oh, in terms of like the style, so obviously this is a fully fledged renovated container home. So the way that I wanted to sort of do it is a sim would have, your sim in particular, if you move into this, move into this house on the save file, or if you download it and you put it in your own games, the way that I kind of saw it was, it's like it started off as containers, and the sim has obviously taken over, and they've tried to do as much renovations as possible, but they obviously couldn't afford to renovate the outside of it, so they basically put it on stilts, and obviously they haven't been able to change any of the outside to wood, so it is still like, you know, a lot of it is like, you know, it's got the industrial footprint on it. Which obviously, in terms of the world, I do want to kind of keep Port Promise to be really industrial. So I do want to use, like more industrial, you know, more industrial items in a lot of the houses. So then that way you guys can decide if you want to improve the world for yourself, or if you want to, you know, if you want to leave it all smoggy. Because to be honest, Port Promise looks really good, like yucky and smoggy with like all the shit on the floor. I feel like it just looks like that's how it should be. But it also looks really nice green. So, you know, if you Sims move in here and you want to work on Port Promise and get it nice and green, you can gradually start to upgrade it and, you know, turn this house. You can make, you know, there's a lot of expansion that you can do on this house. You can add more containers to it, and you can also, you know, make the outside a little bit more wooden so that it's, you know, it's not all metal and it doesn't have the industrial footprint. That would be really, really good. But oh my god, guys, the windows. I was struggling so badly with these. So what you'll see in a second, I basically just cut it out because I was like, no, I can't even do this on camera. Because I added in, you see that like the metal pipes at the top, like there's like metal like columns, and then you can see it like joins into like the roof thing. I don't even know what it's called, but you can see. You can't use really any of the windows that come with Eco Lifestyle because they clip into that metal lining that goes at the top of the like between the two floors. So I had to like be really careful with how and where I place the windows, which kind of worked for the outside because, as you can see, I put in a lot of greenery here because I can imagine the person who's going to be living here is going to want to turn this place into a more green place. So although they've moved into a container, they're obviously trying. They've got like a garden and stuff, but it is still, you know, very, very, very industrial over here. And they've just, you know, they've moved into containers. Of course it's going to be industrial. And I mean, look around them, everything is industrial. They're not just going to like disappear, you know, the containers. So yeah, that was kind of the look and vibe I was going for. In terms of the decorations, I'm proud of this house, like the interior. I think that's probably one of my proudest things. I mean, the outside, I do really, really like it. But I think the interior, considering it was a starter house, is pretty luxurious for a starter house. In particular, the kitchen. I don't know why, I've just got a thing about that kitchen. It's just, it's stunning. I love it. Oh, what did you guys think of the intro, by the way? I'm going to be putting that intro on all the future creator sims and all future house builds as well. So go ahead and let me know if you guys enjoyed that. Because yeah, it was really fun to make, actually, because obviously on my Tumblr, I've already made the artwork. So I've made the artwork kind of look like what the intro does. So you see like the 4 pictures at the background. So what I did was like kind of use them and then like match them up to music. But I thought they looked really cool. And then obviously then every future build can use that intro. And I can just change the footage from like a house to like a creator sim, like creator sim pictures or things like that. So I can always gradually change that. Speaking of the kitchen, there wasn't enough room in the kitchen to have a sink there because, as you can see, I had to use like an end cabinet on the right hand side, which I don't believe they can cook on. So I had to get rid of the sink, which, to be honest, was probably doing us a favor because the sink uses up a lot of water. So I went ahead and deleted that, and I put an outdoor sink outside, which I believe the outdoor sinks don't actually use up I think they do, but they don't use up anywhere near as much water as the indoor sinks, you know, like the ones that go in the cabinet, which works because you've actually only got one water container here, and you're probably going to get through water quite quickly if you leave this this house off the grid. So yeah, I was definitely trying to make it, like, you know, more accessible to get in here. So you can see I just plopped out the the sink. I just put that outside. It looks a little weird, but I suppose like in the area they're in, they've probably got a bunch of like weird stuff around here that people just leave. So a sink outside your house probably isn't out of the ordinary. So yeah, I don't really see that one. I don't really see that one being that weird. But yeah, you can see me decorating the kitchen. Oh my god, I love this. For some reason, I think it's just because it's like nice and small and cozy. Just in general, this whole house is really nice and small and cozy. And I can definitely see, I mean, I posted it in my Discord and you guys were giving me such amazing suggestions. But a lot of you guys suggested that maybe we should have like a designer move in there, which obviously I'm not, as I said, I'm not going to move anybody into this in the save file because I want to leave it open to you guys so that if you want to move in here, you can. But I definitely think that if you're going to move a sim in here, they could definitely be like, you know, do like the fabrication skill and stuff. And I definitely think that they could like gradually upgrade it and, you know, like work on like making Port Promise you know, a lot greener, whilst also, you know, being clean themselves and, you know, doing like a lot of fabrication and making all their own furniture and stuff to decorate the house, because a lot of the furniture that I did use in here was for eco lifestyle, and it was like, you know, like the fabricated furniture and stuff, where it looks like it's been fabricated or made. So yeah, I think that would be a really cool idea. But obviously you guys can sort of play as you like. I'm not gonna like force any stories on you guys, but that was just kind of like the idea that I had when I was designing it. There is only one bedroom. There is no way that you're gonna fit 2 bedrooms in here. So if you are anticipating on moving a family in here with children, you are gonna need to make another room, which obviously I think you get a little bit more money depending on how many sims you get. Obviously this house is 20,000 simoleons, which is the amount of money that you get for 1 sim, but I believe when you add another sim in, you might get another 2,000 per sim. So technically if you have a full family, you might be able to like expand a little bit, but I really did leave you with no money. Like, as you can see, we've just finished the bathroom and we're left with 162,000. Oh my god, I wished. We're left with 162 simoleons. Which, bear in mind, I haven't even decorated the outside yet, which is kind of like where I struggled. So to be honest, I mean, I didn't struggle on the outside. I was struggling to get the vibe and the vision on the outside, because I was like, I really want to do more. I want to add in more greenery around to make it look like they've tried to like plant around and tried to make the area a lot more green. But yeah, it just wasn't working because we ran out of money. So if you guys, you know, get a little bit of money and you fancy doing a little bit of landscaping, go outside and put some greenery out there and, you know, make it look green. I left it all like this because, you know, anticipating that the sim would have just moved in. But I did manage to put some rocks outside and I put, you know, some little shrubs around them so it doesn't just look bare. There's, you know, there's some stuff, but obviously because it's all dirty, there's not a lot of green growing. So there is only like one patch of green. And then there's obviously like the lawn that they've placed on their actual own house. You can tell that they're obviously trying to take care of the container home. But from the looks of it, they have just recently moved in. So you're gonna need to give it a little bit of TLC, just a tiny bit of TLC. But yeah, go ahead and let me know what you guys think of this build. But yeah, obviously it's a starter build, so to be nice, okay? It's like not like my greatest build or anything. But yeah, I'm proud of it for a starter house, and I don't often do starter houses, so I think you get a lot for your money with this house actually. So it's not too bad. So you have to go ahead and let me know what you think. I think we have got a creator sim coming up for next week, so you know, Savefile creator sim. So we'll go ahead and do that. And I also said to you guys that I'm going to be using some of your sims if you put them on the hashtag for me, on the townies hashtag. I will go ahead and use some of those in the save file, and I will you know, potentially give them makeovers and give them stories if you guys haven't already given them stories, and I can use them in the save file and sort of like add my own sims to them and sort of, you know, use them, and you guys will see your own sims walking around the town, which I think would be really fun for you guys to see those. And just in general, you guys make some amazing sims, better than mine, so like please give me your skills. I'm just gonna go ahead and use your sims and then I'll just like add my little crappy ones to them. I'll just add my crappy sims to them, you know. So we are gonna go ahead and finish this up now. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Well, I think it's about to just end. So I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Remember to go ahead and subscribe and ding the little notification bell to get notified every single time I upload, and leave a like on the video, and I will speak to you all in the next one. Bye guys.